Are you constantly glancing at the clock to see 11:11 or noticing 222 on every other license plate? Your soulmate might be trying to send you a cosmic nudge. I know, it sounds a little woo-woo, right? But stick with me for a minute. What if these repeating numbers are little breadcrumbs, leading you on an adventure to find a connection you've been dreaming of? In this video, I'm going to help you decipher these signs and explore how to truly open yourself up to recognizing and connecting with your soulmate. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to tune in to your favorite radio station. You adjust the dial, searching for that clear signal amidst all the static. Finding your soulmate is a similar process. You need to be attuned, receptive, and know what frequency to listen for. These repeating numbers, they're like a slight adjustment to your dial, a hint that you're getting warmer. But here's a pattern interrupter for you. Seeing repeating numbers doesn't guarantee your soulmate is waiting around the corner. Sometimes it's simply a sign you are on the right path. Maybe the universe is cheering you on, confirming that the choices you're making align with your soul's purpose. The key is to be open to interpreting the message and not getting fixated on one specific outcome or person. In her book, The Seat of the Soul, Gary Zukov talks about intention versus outcome. While it's good to set your intention to find true love, it's best to stay flexible without the outcome you imagine playing out. So, how do you go from simply seeing these signs to actually meeting the person they're pointing you towards? By cultivating self-love, opening your heart, and most importantly, learning to trust your intuition. I'm here to help you do all of that. Get your Psychic Soulmate sketch with Psychic Luna, link in description, I get it. You're seeing those repeating numbers, maybe feeling a pull, a sense that someone is out there, but the doubt creeps in, right? Is it real or just wishful thinking fueled by late-night rom-coms? You're caught between hope and that nagging fear of ending up alone, swiping endlessly. It's like standing on a platform, waiting for a train you're not even sure exists, all while everyone else seems to be pulling into their destination. My goal for you is simple: clarity. This isn't about promising some fairy tale ending, it's about giving you the tools to interpret those whispers of the universe, to discern whether those signs are real or just echoes of your own longing. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to tune into a specific radio frequency, your frequency. If you're just randomly twisting the dial, you'll only find static. But once you learn to fine-tune your receiver and know what that one radio frequency looks, sounds, and feels like, you'll be able to clearly hear everything you're supposed to hear. That's what this video is about, teaching you to fine-tune your receiver. We'll decode those subtle signals, not as guarantees, but as breadcrumbs, leading you closer to understanding yourself and potentially your soulmate. Understanding the subtle signs is akin to understanding the language of love, as described in Gary Chapman's The 5 Love Languages, where recognizing and responding to these signs can significantly enhance your ability to connect with your potential soulmate. In the next section, we will dive into a technique that can help you open the door more quickly. Ever felt like the universe is trying to tell you something? Especially when you're longing for that soulmate connection, those little coincidences might be more than just random. Think of it like this. You're tuning a radio, searching for the specific frequency that brings in your favorite station. Synchronicities are those static bursts, those hints that you're getting closer to the right frequency, your soulmates. Common signs can be things like repeatedly seeing numbers like 111, 222, or 333. Many interpret these as the universe aligning to support your path, as if the cosmos is cheering you on. Perhaps you've experienced shared dreams with someone you barely know, or feel an inexplicable magnetic pull toward a particular place or hobby, only to discover it's deeply connected to someone you might be destined to meet. I get it. You're probably wondering if you're just reading too much into things, right? But these synchronicities defy simple coincidence in this context. They point toward a deeper connection, a shared frequency. When these signs start to appear, instead of dismissing them, maybe consider that it's a nudge from the universe, guiding you closer to your soulmate. What if acknowledging these signs could be the key to unlocking that destined relationship you've been dreaming of? Following the signs, like we discussed, is one thing, but what happens when you meet someone new and something just feels different? Have you ever experienced that almost electric buzz when you meet someone, a feeling that goes beyond simple attraction? That's often your intuition, your inner GPS, signaling a potential soulmate connection. It's like tuning into a radio frequency. When you're close to your soulmate, the signal becomes incredibly clear. I remember when I first met my close friend, Sarah. It wasn't fireworks or grand gestures, but this deep, almost unsettling sense of knowing her. Before we even exchanged many words, I knew our lives were meant to intersect. I couldn't explain it logically, but I knew. That's the power of energetic resonance. Don't ignore those gut feelings, that inner voice whispering, "This person is important." These intuitive hits are rarely wrong when it comes to soulmate connections. Learn to trust your intuition. It's often speaking the language of your soul. Think of it as a compass, always subtly guiding you toward true north, where true north is your soulmate. Remember, intuition isn't about wishful thinking. It's about paying attention to the subtle energy shifts and knowing that come from deep within. Author Carla McLaren explains in her book, The Language of Emotions, how deeply feeling and understanding your emotions can make you more intuitive in all aspects of your life. Is it really possible to dismiss the feelings that you have when you meet a potential soulmate? Remember how we talked about intuition being like a compass? Well, now we're at the edge of the map, where it says, "Here be dragons." That dragon. It's the fear of being vulnerable. The fear that showing your true self will lead to rejection, hurt, or maybe even something scarier. Indifference. You're putting your heart on the line, and that's terrifying, especially when you've been ghosted so many times. Think of it like this. Vulnerability is the door to a secret garden. The garden is the deep, fulfilling connection you crave with your soulmate. The door is locked by fear, but the key is self-love. Start by acknowledging that fear. Tell yourself, it's okay to be scared, but I'm choosing to open myself up anyway. Just like Ariel Ford explains in Chapter 7 of The Soulmate Secret, overcoming this fear involves practicing radical self-acceptance. Love yourself, flaws and all. Set healthy boundaries too. It's not about becoming a doormat. It's about creating a safe space where you can be authentically you. The more you practice self-love, the easier it becomes to show your true self to the world, and the closer you get to attracting your soulmate. It's a journey, not a destination, and every small step counts. Even those brave enough to watch this video are already starting this beautiful journey. Get your Psychic Soulmate sketch with Psychic Luna. Link in description. We've talked about opening yourself up to love, but what happens when the soulmate you envisioned clashes with reality? It's easy to fall into the trap of believing your soulmate will be this flawless being, ticking all your dream partner boxes. But let me tell you, expecting perfection is like waiting for a unicorn. Beautiful in theory, but non-existent in practice. The truth is, soulmates aren't about finding someone perfect. They're about finding someone who challenges you to grow. Think of your soulmate as a mirror, reflecting back not only your strengths, but more importantly, your weaknesses. It's about facing those parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. This can be uncomfortable, even painful, but it's also incredibly transformative. If you're constantly dismissing potential partners because they don't meet your ideal, ask yourself, am I prioritizing growth or fantasy? Be open to constructive criticism from your partner. It shares an invitation to become a better version of yourself. As relationship expert, Dr. Sue Johnson demonstrates in Hold Me Tight, vulnerability and acceptance of inherent imperfections are vital for fostering secure love. Now, as we draw closer to the end, let's talk about trust. I know, after dead-end dates or feeling like you're shouting into the void, faith feels fragile. You start wondering if this whole soulmate thing is just a beautiful fantasy. But what if it's not? What if your journey, with all its twists and turns, is preparing you to recognize something truly extraordinary? Think of your life like a garden. You patiently tend to it, not knowing exactly when the most beautiful flower will bloom. It's about staying open to those little winks from the universe, the synchronicities. That feeling you get that you're exactly where you need to be. Trust your intuition. It's your inner compass, guiding you even when you can't see the path ahead. Believe me, even in moments of doubt, your soulmate is also on their path, learning and growing, and yes, probably feeling the same mix of hope and fear. The universe, in its mysterious way, is connecting the dots. It's not a passive waiting game, though. Keep nurturing yourself, staying open and believing in the possibility. The universe is conspiring to bring you together. So, as we wrap up, remember that finding your soulmate isn't about ticking boxes on a checklist. It's about that inner spark, that feeling of coming home. It's about being brave enough to look within yourself, to heal those old wounds, and to trust that the universe really is working in your favor. It's kind of like planting a seed. You need to nurture it, give it sunlight, and trust that it will grow, even when you can't see what's happening beneath the surface. Remember that quote from The Alchemist: "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." Believe in that. Believe in yourself. Don't let doubt creep in and convince you that you're not worthy or that your soulmate doesn't exist. They're out there, just as eager to find you as you are to find them. And even if you can't see them clearly yet, feel them. Trust that intuitive nudge, that whisper that says, "They're coming." Now is the time to turn that belief into action. If you're feeling lost or just want a glimpse into the universe's plan for your love life, I can help. Get your Psychic Soulmate sketch with Psychic Luna. Link in description. And hey, before you go, let me know in the comments what resonated most with you in this video. What's one thing you're going to start doing today to prepare for your soulmate? Your engagement helps others too, so share the love. And if you're curious about the subtle signs the universe sends when your soulmate is near, be sure to check out my next video. Until then, keep your heart open and your spirit bright.